real good, I ride how I choose. Jaguar on 22s, Jaguar on 22s. Sitting real good, I ride how I choose. Jaguar on 22s, Jaguar on 22s. Big cat roaring, they watching how I cruise. Jaguar on 22s, Jaguar on 22s. Yo, girls stay watching my Jaguar on 22s.
Hey, these vans come in handy, man. These vans come in handy. I'm thinking about selling it because it's paid off, but I might just keep it just because. But you see, we got everything loaded up, so now we headed to the wheel shop. Hopefully I can get in today and get me in. If not, then I gotta bring everything back. I'm not gonna leave this in here because it's Saturday. All right, we're still up here at Plaza Tire Service. You over there mounting them up now. Boom, boom, boom. While they were doing that, laid all this down. It's a good thing about a van. Look at that, you got all that space. All that space. Mounting them up and balancing them. Let's go tell it. We got everything loaded up. I ain't want to record there. They said they balance, man, they said they balance good. They didn't require a lot of weights. I think like 2 ounces. But you know, I asked them, I didn't want to be recording everything in their face, but I said, how they balance? They said, man, they balance good. They said the tires, the wheels weigh just as much as the tires, meaning that the overall package is light. So it ended up costing me, I thought it was gonna be more because the dude told me one price, but it ended up costing me, it was $200 tire labor. So basically $50 a tire. And then the wheel balance was $14.99 a piece. That was $59.96 for a total of $259.96. Matter of fact, see? So I'm right there, y'all see it? First time the dude told me $3 like, good Lord, I don't remember you charging that much. I was gonna pay it anyway, because you get customer service with them and you deal with people that you know. That way it's done right. But they mounted it up, they cleaned it, wiped out the fingerprints and stuff. Everything, we're good to go. Now I'm about to go in here to Harbor Freight. I need to get the impact so I can take the wheels off. The weather is good, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. So now, as you're gonna see, we're gonna mount them up. Yep. Woo! Hey, we're gonna mount them up, and I'm riding today. Lord willing. Man, when you're doing stuff, you think it's gonna go smoothly. Most time, it's not gonna go how you think. I read about these dumbass design they made with it. They always do something stupid. Now this is a cover that goes on there. And what happens is a lot of times this would get messed up and it's hard to get off. You see how old these are? Of course it's 1996, but even I put the factory wheels back on here, I'm not putting those back on here. Do not put these old ones back on here. You're gonna have more problems. They get, the thing got stuck in there. And so I had to get a hammer and a screwdriver to knock it out, every single one. Well, every single one had to knock out. And then one of them got stuck in the wheel hole and put a hole in it. But as y'all see, brakes look kind of terrible because I haven't been driving. That's just rust from the rain. The actual brake pads aren't really that bad, but I'm gonna replace them anyway because I bought them. So let y'all see, still got some life left on there. They don't feel grooving like that, but I ain't worried about it because we got brand new for the front and the back. Now let's see what we got. Oh man, it's supposed to be done by now. Always something with bull job, but I kept my boxes just in case. So let's see what we got. Got the tires mounted up and everything. Yeah. You already know what time it is. Roll one over there and see what's going on. All right, so we got it mocked up on there. Vehicle ain't down yet, but as you see, lug nuts on and everything. I ran into a problem that I probably figured I was going to run into. So with these center caps, the floating ones, they're thick in the back and it hits the dust cover. Now I got to figure something out. I already messed that one up, but I can get a replacement. I'm either going to have to not go with the floating center caps, which I kind of like don't want to not go with the floating center caps, or I'm gonna have to find a flat cap that can fit on here, because this car, it has the old school wheel bearings, the ones you pack the grease and everything in them, and then that's your dust cover cap, just like with your G bodies and everything, how those used to be. So when I seen it and I took that wheel off, the factory wheel off, and I saw how it hit, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go get right into it. We got one side on. We got one side on. Got a little, slight little rake. Slight little rake. See it squatting in the back, sitting up a little bit in the front, but we're cool. And plus, that'll come up a little bit more once I swap them shocks out. Oh man, should just let the shop do it. Would have been done by now. Let me get them big old wheels in that car, man. You should have went 20s. See, they sticking in. They ain't sticking out, nothing like that. I gotta turn that front wheel, see if I'm gonna get any rub. I don't see any rub in the back so far. But you see how close it is. So we got clearance, but we might have to roll that, or you know, cut that back some if we need to. We ain't gotta roll our fenders because we are inside, as y'all see. Let me see if I can get under there and it ain't hitting the frame or nothing. We clearing everywhere. That's why we did our plus 38 offset to make sure. We good in the back right there. Plenty of clearance. Let's see. Let's see that inside tire. Is it hitting anything? I don't think so. But let me step back one more time. Man, we need that paint on here, don't we? We need that paint. Oh, that thing would look so good if I had that paint on there. Boom. Boom. They say, man, you got this small house. Hey, this house right here paid off. We're gonna get a bigger house, but we're gonna get it in due time when we want to. It worked for us, and this house is paid off, and everything in it has been redone. New roof, new flooring, new electrical, new plumbing. I did that over the course of like 3 years, so I still gotta get my driveway, my fence, and some other stuff, but we got the Benz, then we got the Jag. I ain't gonna drive this every day. Ooh, with the floating caps. That's what y'all want to see. Let's get another shot. Let's step back. Man, I need some paint. I'm at I don't want to dip in no money, but I'm gonna have to dip. I might go ahead and have to dip and get this thing painted myself. Paint it right here. I done did it before. And plus, ain't nobody gonna say nothing because there's no houses down here, and there's only 2 other houses up here. What y'all think so far? Now I gotta turn it around and let's get this side profile. I gotta turn it around and get the other one on. First I need to crank it up because I gotta put a battery in it. And make sure I have no scrubbing up in the front, right here or right there. See how tight it is. All right, dealing with these cars, you got to know. So have my wife come out. I already knew. In the front, right there. She kind of like messed me up because she didn't tell me. She let it get all the way on the outside of the tire, and it snatched that plastic off. So now I gotta jack it up, take this tire off again, cut that or pin it back some so we can get some clearance. Hey, we out here working in the dark. So let me show y'all. It rubs slightly right there. You see them little marks? But that's not a big deal. I can always heat that up and push it back. My main thing was making sure I clear right here. So you see that we good. Now I'm gonna turn it the other way and make sure. But it's not hitting that plastic, obviously, because that bottom part is gone. And that's why I cut it. See? Ooh, that's close. That's why I was rubbing that plastic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off again tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and change the brakes. And then I'm gonna beat that back with a hammer. Cause that's a little bit too close. Now, that plastic nipple right there, that's good, but that metal right there, we can do a little bit better than that. All right, next day, we're gonna do it right. Like I said, I got the brakes and rotors, got this side chains tightened up. What in the world? So what I did was I took my hammer, I beat this back a little bit more, just to give us a little bit more clearance. I sprayed it with some rust primer. I also heated this up with my heat gun and then pushed it back as much as I could just to give it a little bit more clearance. And then when you cut this, you can see behind here, obviously. So what's behind there is some wires, and I don't know if they go to the light or whatever, or the door, but they're exposed. So they're like exposed at the bottom. And if you got the wheel right here, the wheel is gonna turn, it's gonna spit dirt and everything in there. I know, because that's just common sense, but also this was caked up with dirt and leaves and everything, probably never been cleaned. So what I did was I got some spray foam, as you obviously see, and then I just put it in there as much as I could, put it in different spots so it can grip, and then I'm gonna cut this down with a knife, get it smooth, and then I'm gonna hit it with that same primer that I hit right there. And then once I do that, we'll have this side done. Work on the back, turn it around, work on the other side, and take it for a test drive. All right, as you see, we got clearance. No rub, no scrub. It's tight, but it's not going to hit because we hit that back all the way right there. I know it's kind of hard to see. And then we cut that plastic, fill it in with foam, hit it with some primer, and we good to go. And the front, I'm gonna turn that and see how close it is. All right, so it's tight, super duper tight, but if you see, it clears. And once I turn, driving it, it'll rub it down a little bit more and give it more clearance, but it's like, I can't even tell you how much space, but it's not even touching the liner. It's like right up against it. They basically married. They about to do the thing. They so close. So we're good right there. Take another step back in the daytime. And you see why I wanted to go with these wheels. Because these are factory design. And I could have did those same like little things right here. That would have been tough. But I got some work to do still. We got to do the back, turn it around, get out the sun, do the other side. If it get too hot, I'll do it later. Easy for y'all because all you got to do is watch the video. For me, I'm in the heat. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some Freon in this thing because I got a leak somewhere. I'm just going to redo the whole system. That's just how I do mine. Let somebody else fool with it. But most likely, I'm going to do it. And then we're going to change the spark plugs out to the white ones, the premium ones. And I'm going to go take the thing for a ride. I still got to get these shocks changed. It's that one that's giving me problems, but we're going to change out both of them. I'll probably do that next week or next month. Depends on, how I'm driving it. But as you see, yeah, buddy, that thing, no, it's sitting good. I need some paint. And 22s fill out the wheel well so crazy. I mean, I should have known about the Lexani. So I've had Lexani before and their sidewall isn't as thick. Now, if you notice, again, these are 255, 30, 22, right? 22 by 9. These are also 22 by 9. I got more sidewall on these. See that? These have a slightly stretched look. I guess that's, and I forgot that's how Lexani, this specific one, 20, they do, because I had some before. And then I had some other ones, I'm like, man, what's going on? But it's cool. What y'all think? Oh man, it's hot. It's hot. I ain't got no shade. It is what it is. Can't wait to get my driveway. But what we did so far, you see, gotta swap this one out. I got the clip off. I went ahead and beat that in with my trusty dusty hammer. You see that metal right there, so it's bent in right there, and then on the edge it's not even sticking out. I beat it in as much as I could, and then I just went ahead and rolled these fenders. I just took that hammer and that metal that was just sticking out like that, most of you know that, I just beat it into it, folded itself in like that, and I hit it with some primer. I did that all around there. I don't know if y'all can see it around the edge. That way I know I ain't got no problems, especially since the back sits a little bit lower. It'll probably sit a little bit higher once the new shocks go in and everything. But might as well go ahead and do it, especially you put the bead in here and everything. You don't want no problems. So next thing is get this old thing off and this side wrapped up. All right, it's been heck of a last 2 days getting this thing together. We at the car wash. I ain't been washing probably over a year, so I already know y'all want to see the finished product. Let's go. Sheesh, she tucking and sitting low. Sit on top of the tire. Like I said, that could be from the shocks. We gotta get the shocks replaced, so that's most likely gonna raise it up a little bit. We got the floaters, let y'all see that. Everybody asks, what size are those, man? 24s? I'm like, nah, man, 22s. 22s. Like it sits a little bit lower on this side, get lower. tucking. But there is no, so far, no scrub in the back. I went in there and I bent that front metal down there, as y'all know, to give a little bit more clearance. In the back, we good. Here, we got plenty of space. Like I can fit 2 fingers stacked on top of each other like that. So we got plenty of space right there. In the front, just in case I didn't say it in the previous clip, I have to trim the plastic up here in the front, trim the plastic in the back. On this side, there's a piece of metal because of the 255 3022. If I would have went with 245, I probably wouldn't have had this problem. That's just from my experience, because I had a car with some 22s and they had 245, and I think the 245 is the smallest tires that you can get, if I'm not mistaken, in the 22s. But it just depends on your offset and everything, your width of the wheel. So if I'm turning in this way, it rubs up against the plastic, but behind that plastic is a piece of metal. So I bent the metal back as much as I could. I'm gonna take the wheels off again. I'm gonna hit it again, see if I can get it back some more. I haven't really heard any scrubbing on this side, but this side, because I have not hit that metal back yet, I gotta get a new headlight. I haven't done it on this side yet. So I trimmed that back. I trimmed the plastic in the front, but when you're turning that way, you can hear it and feel it rubbing. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and then just adjust it until I can basically get it where it's not rubbing at all. That's the goal, where I can completely turn, no rub, no scrub, no rubbing and scrubbing in the back. I'm hoping that back end comes up just a little bit when I get them new shocks, because we're gonna put some beat in here. So now I'm gonna bag it out, bring it to the sunlight, and get a better shot. Gotta let them windows down because it is hot up in here. My AC, man, it's one thing, it's another thing. My AC clutch locked up, so I either gotta replace it or see what's going on, which my goal was to replace the AC compressor anyway, but it was lasting me until it wasn't lasting me. So I went to go put some Freon and stuff in it, and that belt was not moving. Jeez. Ooh, wait till I get that paint on there. Wait till I get that paint. It's like it's lowered, and I didn't even lower it. Which is basically what you want. But also you run into problems with lowering anyway, because y'all know, you lower it, it can rub. So I got those problems already. Alibaba. You see it's in there. Y'all see that? That's why we want the 22x9, so we can tuck them. They is tucked in there. This is just my cruiser. If I put anybody in here, it'd be in the front seat, or my children or whatever. Y'all check this side. Let's look at that front. In there. Check out these guts. Now my door don't want to unlock, huh? Here we go. Got to put some conditioner on there, looking kind of dry and ashy. Getting that clean. You need to clean that. Been sitting so long. That's locked. I don't feel like going over there and unlocking it. But y'all see, got 118,000 miles on it. Considering that this is a 1996, y'all can do the math. Person that had this car took pretty good care of it. It came with both keys, the original book and everything. So if y'all got any questions, let me know. Alibaba, y'all. Alibaba. These are forged.
Jaguar on 22, Jaguar on 22, sitting real good. I ride, I choose. Jaguar on 22, Jaguar on 22, sitting real good. I ride, I choose. Jaguar on 22, Jaguar on 22, big cat roaring, they watching I cruise. Jaguar on 22, Jaguar on 22, yo girl stay watching my Jaguar on 22s.